is correct, you'll get the video with the annotations. So let's continue with what I promised we would talk about in the last video. We're going to talk about how big was Noah's Ark, how many animals did Noah have to bring on the Ark, and did we find Noah's Ark in the mountains of Ararat like the Bible said we would? Yes, we did.
Is this formation Noah's Ark? We ask the question in this episode of Debate Crusher.
Photographic evidence. VenomFangX displays a photo from the Fundy-lauded Durapinar site, and he does so in a manner that suggests he is showing indisputable proof of a clearly identifiable object.
Excuse me, are fundies a negative term for Christians, the only ones who believe this object to be a large 515-foot-long ship? Actually, no. Atheist archaeologist Akrim Arkagal has endorsed this formation because of the scientific evidence that supports this site.
May I congratulate you on that great success, really.
Thank you, sir.
I believe it is an ancient remains of an old ship.
This, since the earthquake pushed it up, the wood you see is eroding out, and it must be covered quickly. Also, because we're losing much.
It must be preserved. It must be preserved. These are the remains, which are at any rate remains of a ship.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the photo displays nothing but an earth formation that vaguely resembles an outline that the human brain can ascribe a boat-like shape to. Indeed, one of the individuals credited with furthering curiosity about the site, David Fasold, later co-authored a paper in which precisely such a conclusion is drawn. From the paper's abstract, quote, "A natural rock structure near some town, Turkey, has been misidentified as known."
The truth be told, 1 year after the paper was published, David Fasold wrote that the object was not a rock formation. The article I wrote with Larry Collins presupposes it's a syncline and how it would solve the riddle. But 4 other geologists say it's not a syncline. It's not folded rock, by the way, and there is no schistosity down the middle. It's just something covered in mud. There is a difference between rock and mud.
Supposed metal-braced walls are natural concentrations of limonite and magnetite in steeply inclined sedimentary layers in the limbs of a doubly plunging syncline.
The Hand Tool Preservation Association of Australia, which specializes in the upkeep and the cleaning of tools, on their website refers to limonite, which is a form of rust, and magnetite as forming on iron tools. The pattern of iron which has been found on the ship would naturally contain rust, magnetite, not to mention other forms of oxidized iron. It should be pointed out that the use of iron goes back to 5000 BC, which fits the chronology of the flood.
You could call the year from August of 84 to August of 85 the year of the metal detector, because he took a metal detector went over the formation, and first of all, he got positive readings from his metal detector. Second, as he studied it more with his metal detector, the readings not only showed some reading, but it showed readings in patterns.
Since the negative and positive to these readings have been obtained using 4 different types of metal detectors. Since one of these is species-specific in terms of the type of metal detected, since neither of these methods provides any positive readings for the field around the object, and since these positive readings can be correlated with visually observable features of the formation along the portion of one side of it, considerable confidence can be placed in the accuracy of these readings.
Metal rivets. Again, the aforementioned paper slams the door on the so-called metal rivets VenomFang claims to have come from the Ark. Quote, microscopic studies of a supposed iron bracket show that it is derived from weathered volcanic minerals supposed...
Actually, the aforementioned paper does not mention rivets. Fassel did not have access to the rivet. The YouTuber cites mistakenly portions of the paper that refer to an iron bracket instead. Additionally, this YouTuber doesn't account for the metal pattern found at the site, a pattern which is identical to that found on ships.
Metal braced walls are natural concentrations of limonite and magnetite in steep matrix minerals would have been separated as slag or destroyed, unquote. Quote, microscopic studies of a supposed iron bracket show that it is derived from weathered volcanic minerals supposed